is about the phrasal verbs. Okay, now it's done. So let's go to the platform and we have the phrasal verbs. Let's go first with the phrasal verbs. Review of phrasal verbs 1. Okay. Yes.
So I can share my screen.
Oh, okay, give me a second. Okay, now maybe you can do it.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to unit 4. Yes, and let's go to the review. Phrasal verbs 1. No, the last one. Yes, that part. Let's start first with the review. Okay, in these phrasal verbs, we're going to have the review of both phrasal verbs that we saw. Inseparable phrasal verbs and separable phrasal verbs. Okay, so you know that inseparable always are going to be together the verb and the connector. But in the inseparable phrasal verb, always we have to have the object pronoun in the middle of the verb and the connector, right? So let's do it.
Okay. In this case, the pronoun
Yes,
goes at the end of the phrasal verb.
it depends. If you have, if it has sense, yes, it could be at the end. In this case, for example, yes, it's correct because it has sense. Ran into her. I just
Okay.
ran into her in the hall, right? Yes,
Okay.
it's okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. Perfect, excellent. Any mistake? So now let's go next. The second part that it's for filling out. Okay, in this part we have to see which phrasal verb corresponds to one blanket. Okay, so in some cases you have, or in some boxes you have in parentheses the object pronoun, the name of the person or only the object. And you can realize when you have the object, it means that the phrasal verb is inseparable phrasal verb. Okay.
Sorry, could you explain this once more in the last part of your explanation?
Okay. It means that, for example, you have boxes, right? In
Yeah.
some boxes you don't have any, for example, any word, any name, or
Ah,
any
yes,
object
yes,
pronoun
yes,
in
yes,
parentheses, right?
yes.
So if you don't have, it means that it is inseparable phrasal verb. But
Yeah.
if we have the object pronoun, we have to realize that the phrasal verb is
Perfect.
inseparable. Yes?
When we have when we don't have any name.
Yes. When we have the name or the object pronoun, it's inseparable.
Ah,
Yes, because what is the inseparable phrasal verb? The verb, the object, and the connector, right? So
yeah.
that's why it is inseparable. But in the boxes that you don't have anything, it is, uh, sorry, the object is separable,
Yeah,
right? Yes, the verb, the object, and the connector. So
yeah,
separable phrasal verbs.
yeah.
And the boxes that it's that you don't have any word, any name in parentheses, it is inseparable because we don't have the object pronoun.
Okay, okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hasta
Okay. I think in most of the cases because of the meaning of the verse. And for example, the first one it was okay. The second, the third turned down. It is okay, but it has to be in simple past because we were talking about past.
Ah,
Newsbed offered Talia a job, but she turned it down, right? So it is simple past. And the last one, it's
turn,
okay. Yes.
this one I call Nick.
The same, the simple past, because
I
we're,
called.
yes,
Yeah.
I wanted to help her, so I called Nick up. The third one, you are repeating because you used in the first one.
Oh,
Came up.
yes. Shoot.
Yes, yes.
It was
So the
uh,
most
drop
near,
by.
drop by. Yes, drop by to see her today. And
Mm,
the last one, that
It
it's the
must
last.
be. It must be. No, clear. No, clear. No. Help people turn out.
It's the
Turn,
only one. This,
turn out has turned out.
yes, turned out, right? So, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let's correct it.
Here's turned out.
Turned out, like everything has turned out just fine. I think that it's better in the last one because it looks like everything has turned
Turned out.
out.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, just fine. Yes, it's much better there. Okay. Yes. No, it was okay, right? Perfect. Excellent, Miguel. So the second, first I will show you my screen
Okay.
because this is kind of new. So we're gonna see why is it new. Mm, In this part, when we talk about this grammar, it is not a grammar. This is only like an extra complement for grammar. And we're gonna see in this part the emphasis, okay? Emphasizing verbs. When we talk about these auxiliary verbs for emphasizing, it means that we have to know which modal or which verbs works as an auxiliary too, and they works as an emphasis too. We know that, for example, in simple present, the first one that we have is in simple present. We know that in simple present, we have these two auxiliaries, do and does, right? And we know since before that we said that in affirmative sentences, we don't use these auxiliaries. For example, if I want to say some statement in affirmative in present, like I love animals. This is my statement in present. And everybody just say that in affirmatives, we don't use the auxiliary, this auxiliary in affirmatives, right? But now we're gonna see that it is okay to use the auxiliary. I do love animals. And this do I will use in order to emphasize, okay? I do love animals. It means that I really, really love animals. So I will use now the auxiliary verb in order to emphasize the statement, okay? The same, we're gonna see, for example, like this. She likes pizza, for example. She likes pizza. So she likes pizza in order to emphasize something bigger. We're going to say that we use the auxiliary for third person. She does, but in this case, as we are using the auxiliary, it's not necessary to use the S in the verb. Why? Because we are using the auxiliary. So she does like pizza. It means that she really, really likes pizza. Okay, so we use the auxiliaries in order to emphasize the statement. I do love animals. She does like pizza. Or maybe the second that we have that it is in simple past. For example, we have the auxiliary did. And we said that in affirmative statements, we don't use did. Like, for example, I went to the concert. I went to the concert. So, if I want to emphasize, I will use did. For example, I did, but I will not use the verb in past. Why? Because I am using the auxiliary did in
Okay.
past.
Okay.
So always the verb in base form. I did go to the concert. Okay, so now it says that we can use these three auxiliaries in affirmative statements, but always with the verb in base form and base form, because we have the auxiliary in this. Okay. So this is the
Perfect.
emphasizing auxiliary verbs. We only have these structures for these three statements. Okay. For example, what happened with the others? Like can, for example, I can play soccer. How can I emphasize? Okay, the thing in order to emphasize for the rest of the auxiliaries, it is that we don't have to use contractions, okay? For example, in this, if I want to say that I can't, this is not emphasizing. Cannot play soccer, this is emphasizing. So for the rest of the auxiliary verbs, the only thing for emphasize something, it's without contraction. And the only rule that we have for adding auxiliaries, this is for do, does, and did. Simple present, simple past. Okay?
It's just to emphasize.
Yes,
I do like animals, or
yes,
she does work a lot.
yes.
Uh,
And past,
in past, she did do a good job.
perfect. Yes, that's the thing.
Yes, okay.
Okay, great. So that is the thing. Okay, so take notes about this before going to the platform.
Okay.
Great. Okay, so let's go now to the platform. And the second exercise. So let's put exit. Yes, exit. Because next is gonna go there. Yes. Yes. And course, okay. Yes. So unit 4. C4, yes. C4, the second grammar that it is auxiliary verbs for emphasizing one. Yes. Yes. Perfect, Miguel. Excellent. So let's go next. Okay, okay, Miguel. Yes, it is okay. Okay, Miguel. So, well, with this grammar, we finish now the module C4. So, right now, I am assigning you, okay? I am assigning you the quizzes. So, this is the 4, the final of module C. Excellent. Okay, so it is done. Now we're going to finish with the daily survey.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, today we have two surveys. Okay, this is the first one. The second. Okay, Miguel. So by WhatsApp are going to explain you, for example, what is the next step in order you to do the TOEFL test,
Okay.
because you are gonna go to the groupal classes. Okay, and now you are ready. I will send your scores. So if you can finish as soon as possible, it is gonna be great,
Okay.
because you are going to start the groupal classes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
after that, they are going to explain you when is the date of your test. And I hope you can do the best of you, because you are really prepared, you know a lot. So I think that you're not gonna have any problem.
Okay.
Mm.
Thanks for your help. Thanks for your time. And I hope your words uh,
Comes
became
true.
true. Yes, became
Yes.
true. And well, I hope I can pass the test.
Yes, you will do it. You will do it, because everything, for example, in the grammar, the scores that you have, those are excellent. So I think that you understand very, very well. And now with the things, or the structures that you have, so only study and study, and you're gonna do better.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Well, I think the best way to learn is to practice. And
Yes.
I had to practice, no? I got some. I tried to practice with my app with my cell phone.
Yeah.
But well, time time for me it's the problem. My work, my family,
Yes.
and a lot of things I have.
Yes.
Those things consume much time, but well, I have to organize my schedule.
Yes, yes, just organizing. And yes, for example, in the group of classes, you are gonna practice more, for example, with speaking, reading, and listening. So the grammar part, you have it, you got it, and now it's the time of speaking, reading, and talking.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. Now it's time to talk.
Yes, yes. Okay, Miguel. So it was a pleasure to work with you in this part of grammar. So I wish you the best.
Thank you, Lorena. And one question more, one
Yes,
question else.
tell me.
In the parts where I have to practice with other people,
Yeah.
the teacher will be you.
No, the teacher is gonna be different.
Ah, okay,
I'm not sure who is gonna be. But yes, it's gonna be different, because I have assigned another group.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Perfect. But
But yes, if you have some questions, some doubt, if you need some material, you have my number and you can write me. So I will help you with extra material if you need. Okay?
okay, okay. Thank you for that. And I will, I will, I will send you a message or call you if I have some trouble.
Yes, yes, just do it.
Okay,
Okay, Miguel. So bye bye. Take care a lot.
okay. Bye bye.
Bye
And
bye.
I hope we can be in touch in the soon in the future soon.
Yes, yes. I
Okay, bye
have to
bye.
say bye bye.